friends, and welcome to the 35th show. We are in season 3, episode 1, and I am doing this solo tonight because of the weather that we've had. My name is Dr. Marilyn Scott, and my husband and I still decided to do it tonight because there's so much I want to share with you. I want to share with so much about colds and flu, taking care of yourself, learning natural ways to take care of yourself. It's so important. Since it's been snowing out, it's better off just to stay inside. And so I'm staying inside today and probably tomorrow. But there's some things that I want to share with you that are natural, that you can find in your kitchen right here, which is wonderful, that you can find in your pantry with teas, and that you can find with soup and bone broth. There's a lot of things that I have here that I want to talk to you about. I had a cold a couple weeks ago, and what I used ginger. This is ginger here, and this is what the ginger looks like. You normally get a bigger piece. I just cut this off because I had a big one in the refrigerator, and you take off the outer skin, and this is what it looks like. So you can shred it, and you can put it, you can grate it, and you can put it in ice cube trays, and you can freeze them, which is really, really good, because then you can take them out and you have them for soups, you have them for teas, you have them for whatever you want. Somebody asked me this morning about elderberry. I love elderberry. Elderberry is a great, great berry to get you over the hump of a cold. Sambucus, they call it sambucus. It also helps your immune support, and you can also take this if you want. You can take it as a maintenance dose. You know, many of these things you can take as a maintenance dose so you don't get sick. One of my favorites, my ultimate favorite. This is my ultimate favorite. Being a homeopath, and I've been a homeopath for many, many years, oscillococcinum. This is a great one to have. It comes in a little tube like this, just like that. And you open up the tube, and I was talking to somebody this morning, and they were asking me about it. And normally what I do is I use about half of it, and I nurse it for about 90 minutes because I find it works better. You don't need a whole lot of this. So that's a good one to have. You can also find this sometimes in the big box stores, which is really, really good to have. So with oscillococcinum, you can take it when you need it. Anyhow, one of the greatest things that you really need to do is use hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is so important, and I would get the natural hand sanitizer that you can find. A lot of hand sanitizers have alcohol in them and chemicals in them that you don't want. And make sure that you have plenty of Kleenex. Kleenex is really important. And make sure that you're always bringing like a baggie with you. The greatest thing to have when your kids are sick is give them some Kleenex, give them a plastic bag so they can put it in their own bag, which is a great idea. So there are some people that I really want to thank that are sponsors of mine, and they're still sponsors of mine. One of them is Lisa Hazelgrove. Lisa is a great friend of mine, and she has just written a blog that she was talking about, and she's also talking about how we set our intended resolutions. And there might be a time when some of us secretly feel disappointed for wellness goals we did not accomplish this past year, which there's a lot of goals that I want to accomplish this year that I might not have accomplished last year, but any time you take a small step, you are getting closer to your success. So what she can do is she can help you with the invisible energies that are interfering with your wellness. There's a lot of issues with people who are having problems taking care of themselves, and a lot of times it's the body, it's the mind, and the gut. Because your mind and your intestines, your colon, they're like brother and sister. So what you think about inside expands, and a lot of times those thoughts will encompass something that's going on in your digestive system. So she will provide a valuable system using the emotion code, kinesiology, which is muscle testing, And she has Niken Energy Technologies, and she has great experience as a wellness instructor at the University of Richmond. So she can help you rise above daily challenges and manifest a life that will promote balance and restoration. Lisa is really good at this. She can really help you get over the hump of what you need to get over, and she understands and she listens, and she's really somebody that is great to have around, and she's been a good friend of mine for quite a while. You can get in touch with Lisa at 804-539-3251, or you can get her on Facebook, facebook.com/Lisa Healthy, Niken.com/Lisa Healthy, or www.lisahealthy.com. And you can get her on her email at lisa@lisahealthy.com. So she wants to help people. She really does. She's great at helping people. She's an adjunct professor at the University of Richmond. And her goal is to just get people enlightened about taking care of themselves. So, and another person I want to talk about is Aubrey Eicher. Aubrey is a wonderful, wonderful personal trainer. She's my personal trainer. And I got to tell you, Aubrey, if you are out there, I want to tell you, you've really saved my life. You have really kept me motivated. She's got me doing planks. She's got me doing things to strengthen my core, which is the main thing that I'm working on. And she has really, really helped me, and I'm so indebted to her. But she wants to help you change your life in 2018 and for the good. And she has a guided online course on sustainable lifestyle changes. And she says, just don't make resolutions, make transformation changes. And you can find more about her by going to her Facebook page, Aubrey Eicher. It's AubreyEicher. Her YouTube is youtube.com/Aubrey Eicher 8. Or you can get her on her website, www.richmond-wellness.com. Be sure to click on the new website link at the top of the page if you're interested in this. She's a great person that will motivate you, that will get you going, and that will help you with the lifestyle changes that you need. And I knew that I couldn't do it by myself. I just couldn't. So Aubrey has been an absolute lifesaver for me. I love you, gal. Thank you so much. Lisa, you are the tops too. And I hope you guys have a very happy, happy new year. So those are two people that are really special that are sponsoring my show. They're partnering with me. If you would like to partner with me, go to my website, healthylivingwithmarilyn.com. Go to contacts and send me an email. Or give me a call at 804-350-0034, or private message me if you're a friend of mine, or if you want to be a friend of mine and you want to private message me to partner with me in Healthy Living with Marilyn. So that's all for that right now. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do this show tonight was to thank the people who have been with me for quite a while. And I also want to thank Angela and Owen Lawrence for being with me. They are in the process right now of working on a Caribbean restaurant, which I hope will be open the end of January. And I'll hopefully have more information about that in the future. I love different foods. I love Caribbean food. It's healthy. It's delicious. It's a little spicy sometimes, but spices tend to rev up your metabolism, which is awesome. You really want your metabolism revved up. And speaking of revving up your metabolism, one thing that really revs up my metabolism is apple cider vinegar. I love apple cider vinegar. I don't really love the taste of it, but I know what it does for me. And a lot of things that don't taste good are good for you. I'm not a fan of broccoli, but I eat it anyhow. My husband has really convinced me that broccoli's a really good one to have. I don't have to like it, but I eat it. And he's shaking his head no, but he eats cauliflower raw. Now, I can't eat cauliflower raw because of my gallbladder, but I can eat it steamed. And he's taught me to like that too, but he's also taught me to like lima beans, which I used to really, really not like. Oh, I don't like Brussels sprouts, Xenophon. You know I don't like Brussels sprouts. But anyhow, apple cider vinegar is one of the really great things to help you out when you have a cold. You can take the apple cider vinegar, and I have some water here, right here in a glass. And you want to shake this up because it has the mother in the bottom. It has some substance in the bottom that you need to keep you going. and you just pour a little bit of apple cider vinegar in the water. It helps with your digestion. It helps with colds, helps with a lot of different things. I remember Aubrey was telling me that her boyfriend had fixed her ginger, apple cider vinegar, and lemon, that a shot of that or something, and she said, oh my God, that was so hard to get down. But anyhow, some things that don't taste good for you, you need to have, okay? Lemon. I get organic lemons. For some reason, this is an organic lemon, but it doesn't have seeds in it, so I guess the grocery store was not telling me the truth. But you take some of the lemon and you just squeeze it in there, right like that. And you can take some of the ginger and you can just shave it in there. It's not shaving that great, but you don't need a whole lot. And you can just move it around, just swirl it around a little bit, and drink it. Apple cider vinegar is great for colds. It is great for your digestive system. If you have a little bit of acid reflux or indigestion, it really helps with that as well. So it's really good to have some apple cider vinegar around. These are found in your pantry, friends. You need to have apple cider vinegar in your pantry. It's really important. Now, several months ago in May, when I fell with my business partner Judy, and I tore my rotator cuff and I tore my tricep, I had to start drinking bone broth. And bone broth really brought me over the top. And you can make bone broth. This is just a package of bone broth that I had gotten. It's chicken with ginger. But it's good for colds. That one would be good. Chicken noodle soup is good for colds. Ginger is good for colds. You can also make your own chicken noodle soup. Throw some ginger in there. Throw some other vegetables that you have around in the house. Sometimes if I don't have onions or potatoes, I'll put an apple in there to make it a little bit sweeter, because sometimes I just don't feel like having onion. Onion is great for you, though, when you have a cold. It really will help you loosen up your sinus passages. And I don't know what it is, but when we get colds, I don't know how we make so much mucus. And how do we make that much mucus? I still haven't tried. I haven't figured that out. I know how to get rid of it, just haven't figured that out. Another thing that's great that somebody talked to me about, which I use all the time, is colloidal silver. I love colloidal silver, but I love the 500 parts per million, which this is 500 parts per million, or 250 parts per million. And I take this and a couple drops in 2 ounces of water, drops, not dropperfuls, in 2 ounces of water several times a day. It helps get rid of your cold. It's an antibiotic, antimicrobial, antibacterial. It's an anti-everything. It really helps with that. So you can do that a couple times a day. I have also gotten rid of strep throat with colloidal silver and ear infections with colloidal silver. So if you all have any questions about these remedies, these strategies, don't hesitate to call me. You can get me at 804-350-0034 and give me a call, and I will help you out with that. They have 10 parts per million, 7 parts per million, and 30 parts per million of colloidal silver in the stores, but sometimes that just does not quite hit the mark that you're trying to get done. So that's why I like to use a more aggressive protocol to get over the hump of not feeling good. Another thing that I like to use are cold care teas, gypsy cold care teas. Now, sometimes you need to read the ingredients, because there's different cold teas that you can use. There's different companies that you can use. I have cold tea right now that has a lot of organic spices in it. I used this one. This is called Cold Season. And some people have problems with licorice, so watch what's in your teas, okay? So look at the ingredients. Read your labels. It's important, because a lot of different teas have a lot of different things in them. You can also make your own teas, which are good. Golden seal and echinacea are great herbs to take when you are having cold issues. They're wonderful. This tea I have is the cold care tea, and like I said, it has ginger, licorice, eucalyptus, orange, valerian. Valerian is a great one to calm you down. It's one of those calming herbs. Lemongrass, peppermint, tulsi, cardamom, oregano, clove, parsley, yarrow, black pepper, and cinnamon bark. So here's cheers to you. When you're snowbound, it's always good to have some tea around. Oh, that rhymes. That was pretty good. So the other thing that I like to use is honey. Now, I have several honeys here because the honey that I was using, it's almost gone. And since I'm snowbound, I won't be able to get honey for a while. This is organic raw white honey. I think I got this at the health food store. It is a solid, so it's not a liquid. But as soon as you put it in with tea, it will turn into a liquid. I have some of that in my tea. And then I had gotten this at a place down in Sycamore Square called Residence, and this is Colorado hemp honey, so this has hemp in it. And she has some of this honey down there. And if you want any information about this flavor is ginger snap. And I know a lot of people don't like ginger, but I love ginger. Sometimes I eat too much ginger, but I just love ginger. It's great for your digestion. It's great for if you have a cold. It's great to open up your sinuses. It's wonderful to take oil and make a ginger oil. And if you have a lot of chest congestion, you can take some carrier oil like olive oil. I like to use grapeseed oil because grapeseed oil is lighter. Olive oil is like motor oil. It's a little bit thick for me. So get some grapeseed oil, take a couple drops of an oregano or another type of oil and rub it on your chest if you need to, and it will really help open it up. Or take the ginger and put it in there, and then there is ginger oil, which you can use. And put it with a carrier oil. Any of the essential oils that you're using, because many of them are very high in phenols. And I'm not going into a lot of detail with that, but if you put an oil directly on your skin and you're sensitive to it, don't put water on it. Put olive oil or a different carrier oil, jojoba, almond oil, any of those carrier oils, grapeseed oil are good to put, and they're good to have because you don't want the oils to burn your skin because they are high in phenols. This is oregano oil. I wish at Facebook that we could, you all could smell this. Oregano is a great antiseptic and it's a great antimicrobial. It's good to have around if you're not feeling well, if you have a cold. And you can get just a regular oregano oil with a dropper if you want. It doesn't taste that great, so that's why I like to apply it topically. So if I have a cold or if I have a chest issue, my lungs are filled up, I have bronchitis or whatever, I will use oregano oil with a carrier oil. Another thing that I found just recently was this neti stick. When I got sick a couple weeks ago, I was in Elwood and found this neti stick, and it smells, it can really open up your sinuses, which is good. You're supposed to put it in your nostril. I haven't done that, but you still get the benefits of it from the stick itself. I thought this was pretty good. It was, to me, it was a little over $4, but it was worth it because I can put it in my purse. I can take it with me. And those fragrant herbs, those fragrant oils can keep you going, can really keep you going. So this is going to be a very short show tonight because I am by myself and I don't want to take up a lot of people's time tonight. But I did want to tell people about, we're going to have a guest in February 15th. We're going to Zoom him in from out Canada. His name is Dove Barron, and he's written a book called Fiercely Loyal. And if you have not read this book, if you want to read this book, want to get in touch with Dove, you can find him on Facebook. You can find him on LinkedIn, Twitter. He has some wonderful ideas on how to keep and sustain your employees, your friends, for loyalty, total loyalty. It's called Fiercely Loyal. It helps keep, it gives you ideas on how to sustain the people that you work with, which is really important. Because I was talking to somebody a couple days ago, and she said the shelf life of a new employee is about 12 months. Really? Well, I think it's time that people start learning how to treat people more like family when they're working together. I treat my crew, Josie and Michael, and my husband's family anyhow, but I treat Josie and Michael like family. I mean, Josie's like my sister, Michael's like my brother, and it's really important to keep that cohesiveness with the people that you're working with. And being that it's the new year, I've had this book out for a while. It's called Yes, You Can, Go for Achieving Your Dreams. It is 2018, friend. It is time to start working on your dreams. Should have started working on your dreams a couple days ago, but now is the time. And since we're all snowed in, it's really time to sit down, start writing a business plan, start working on your marketing plan, and get things going. Get things going. I wrote a chapter in here. It's called There Is No Box. It's a great chapter. If you're interested in getting the book, give me a call. I will even send you a autograph copy. Get you an autograph copy. All you have to do is pay for the postage. So it's a great book. There's a lot of other people that have written in this book. I'm one of the contributing authors in this book. So if you want a copy of it, let me know. Okay? So anyhow, if anybody has any questions, I've done all my show and tell. Haven't I, Zen? All my show and tell. I've done all of it. Remember to use your apple cider vinegar. Use your lemon. This is another orange. This is a different type of orange I found at the health food store. These are amazing. My grandson Jacob and I were eating these last week. They were called Satsuma oranges. And they're easy to peel. They come with a stem. I don't know why, but once you pull the stem out, you've really pulled the core. But they're just really easy to peel, and they're delicious. They're absolutely delicious, and they're seasonal. So if you want to get them, you have to get them soon, okay? So I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful evening. Stay dry, stay calm, stay warm, and we will see you next week with a new guest. Maybe not next week, but we will see you soon. I have to go out of town this week, but we will see you soon, and we hope that you have an amazing weekend. Be amazing. There's one other thing that I want to say that I wrote down. No matter where you are right now, I don't care where you are, no matter where you are, you have the ability to turn your dreams into goals, which equals amazing success. So be amazing, friends. Love you all, and have a good evening. Bye-bye.